Welcome to Monetize Your Passion, the podcast for moms looking to make money from their passions while making a positive impact in the lives of others. I'm Tara-Lon, content strategist and certified life coach. I want to help you leverage the power of content creation, organic marketing, and goal setting so you can turn your God-led passion and purpose into profit. My prayer is that you'll find inspiration from God, encouragement, and practical ways to monetize your passion. Hello and welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about content creation for business growth. And I've got a great guest, Jillian Leslie, who is an experienced entrepreneur who's built multiple seven-figure online businesses. She's also the host of the Blogger Genius podcast, which has close to 1 million downloads. Additionally, she's the co-founder of MiloTree, which is a powerful software tool that helps thousands of bloggers, creators, coaches, and entrepreneurs monetize through selling digital products. Jillian brings real tested strategies to the table. So whether you're just starting your content journey or you're looking to scale, you do not want to miss this episode. Let's get into it. Hi, Jillian. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I'm excited. Why don't you just start from the beginning and let us know how you got into entrepreneurship? Like, what are some things that you tried before you had your successful business today? Just take us back a little bit.
Okay, so ready? 2009, my husband and I created a site called Catch My Party. If you go to Catch My Party, you'll see we are the #1 party ideas site on the web with user-generated content. So my husband is a technologist. He can build anything. We had hired a team in Indonesia to build out our site. And it was because I was a writer in Hollywood and my husband was working at MySpace. And I was a writer who wrote teen comedies. And my husband is at MySpace with teens, So we decide that we're going to create this site for teens to upload party photos. And I'm this 30-something-year-old mom chasing teens around the internet saying, hey, would you put your party photos up on our site? Because remember, we had a chicken and egg problem, which is nobody's coming to our site to see party photos if there are no party photos. And so it was really weird and people were like, not interested. And then all of a sudden, moms with Etsy shops started putting beautiful party photos up on our site. At first, my husband and I said, oh no, we've attracted the wrong audience. And then we said, wait a minute. Maybe this is our audience. So we start blogging and promoting all of this cool, beautiful content. And we enabled these Etsy moms to put links to their Etsy shops on our site. And lo and behold, Catch My Party was born. And so it was like a really powerful lesson, which is you have a hypothesis of what your business is going to look like. My recommendation, hold it lightly because you don't know. And in fact, in the beginning, I was like, we need to delete all this content off of our site because we had this very narrow view, only to kind of take a step back and say, whoa, this isn't our audience. Here is who our audience is. It's moms. So if you go to Pinterest looking for Minnie Mouse party ideas or My Little Pony party ideas, chances are you will end up on Catch My Party because we are incredibly active on Pinterest. And that's really where we've gotten so much traction.
So this is before SEO and all of that,
We made some smart choices along the way, thinking about things like SEO, but it was before the world of optimized blog posts. And we kind of came up to speed as everybody else did, recognizing, okay, here's how you rank on Google. And by the way, then what happened was we needed traffic, like everybody needs traffic. And we noticed Pinterest was driving us traffic without us doing anything. So my husband, who can build anything, built a pop-up. If you go to Catch My Party, you'll see it. It's a little pop-up, sits on Catch My Party, and it says, follow us on Pinterest. And lo and behold, it worked. And we were able to grow our Pinterest followers I think we're close to 2 million Pinterest followers right now. And that's all organic because of this pop-up. And we said to ourselves, again, seeing the opportunities. Hey, if this works for us, chances are this could work for other bloggers and creators. And so we started selling it as a tool and we also integrated with Instagram. You can grow your Instagram followers with our pop-up app. You can you can grow your YouTube, Facebook, TikTok followers, all with our little widget, which by the way, we offer for free at our site called MiloTree, where we sell tools to help bloggers sell digital products, offer freebies to grow their email list, and we give you our social media pop-up to grow your followers on all these platforms. But this happened organically.
Right. So I want to go back because I know about MiloTrue. I didn't know about this other website
Site, yes.
So you still have this today, this website, Catch My
I
Party.
have a team that run it now.
Okay. So
I'm like the overseer of everything, but my team makes it happen.
Right. So I'm sure this has evolved over the last, oh my goodness, since 2009. So Catch My Party, it started off, it almost sounds like it's like a social media app, the way it started.
It was kind of like we thought of it because like this is by the way, like Facebook had come on the scene, but was still in its nascent stage. Pinterest had just come on the scene. And we thought of it, we called it a social photo sharing site where we wanted people to, and they can upload their party photos and we'll promote it, share it, blog about it, all of that. And we have over, I don't know how many millions of photos people have added to Catch My Party. Now, who does it work for? It works for party planners. It works for moms. It works for Etsy shop owners. It works if you want to promote something or you just want a place to store your kids' birthday photos.
So tell me how you monetize this over the years, and then we'll get into MiloTree.
Sure. We monetize it via ads. So we are with Raptive, which is a big ad network. We monetize with affiliate sales because we actually bring in Etsy products to our site and we get an affiliate commission from that. And we also sell printables, party printables in certain themes. And really, those are the three buckets.
Okay. So if someone goes to that website today, what can they expect? Let's say there's a mom, she's got a ton of photos and she wants to go to that website. Like, what could she expect to get?
Well, predominantly people come to our site to get party ideas and inspiration. Your kid comes to you and says, I want a Paw Patrol party for my 4th birthday. Great. Come to Catch My Party. We have hundreds of people who've uploaded their Paw Patrol parties to our site. You can get in touch with the people who've thrown those parties. We will show you products, like Etsy products of Paw Patrol parties. So really, it's a way to get inspired. So think of it as like Pinterest, but just parties.
That's so genius. Okay. So as time went on, you realized the power of long format marketing and blogging. So tell me, how did that come about? Like as your entrepreneurial journey continued, like how did blogging come about in this?
We blogged from the get-go, always. So we have our site with party photos and then we blog. Like it's funny because we see stuff before other people see stuff. We see trends because people are uploading party photos and we have eyes all over those photos. So we can say, ooh, we're seeing this trend and we blog about it. And then we pull photos from our site to say, look, this is what people are doing.
Yeah. And what is your blog? What's the name of your blog?
It's just on Catch My Party. You'll see it's
on
one of our
Catch My
tabs.
Party. Okay. So you started blogging in 2009, we'll just say 2009. And we know that there's power in search engine optimization. When did you realize that there was power in that? And how did you start learning that as time went on?
We knew the basics because it's always been the same. So it's always been content that is useful, content that Google can understand. Keywords have always been a thing. And then it's kind of like I would go to conferences. I would watch YouTube videos. I would, Raptive, our ad agency or ad network, will constantly be sharing best practices. So we had the fundamentals. For example, we are the ultimate long tail keyword search because maybe we won't rank for unicorn parties, but we might rank for outdoor picnic parties.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get enough of those long tail searches, it can drive a lot of traffic to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned something at the start of your business. You were catering to, or you were targeting teenagers, but then it evolved into moms, really. So, talk about your strategy for niching down and figuring out who your ideal customer was.
We saw it because those are the people adding photos. So
It
it's like
organically happened.
it organic. So we weren't getting any traction with teen girls, but we started to get traction with moms. So we learned really quickly to pay attention to who's interacting with your content, who likes it, who's using it, and then dig in. So we sell this service called MiloTree to help bloggers sell digital products, for example. And what I always say is test something small. You have this hypothesis. Now, chances are you know your audience better than I do. So your assumption is much better than my assumption. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's an assumption. Therefore, you want to be putting out content, products, services to say, hey, people out there in my audience, are you interested in this? So before you go off for 6 months and create that course, I'm going to say, no. First of all, start small, be nimble, do stuff that you can quickly pivot from because you're trying to find that sweet spot and you don't exactly know where it is. I like to use the analogy, you're a miner, you're mining for gold. You're going up into the hills, right? And I go, don't go to the store and buy the most expensive pickaxe. Don't get like the best mining uniform. Go put your ripped jeans on and a crappy pickaxe you get at Home Depot and go up and start looking. And what you're mining for, gold specks. You're not going to find big gold chunks and boulders. You're looking for that little connection where you put it out and people respond back to you. And
Yeah.
then I say, dig deeper. That's when you know you're on to something, and it might be you get 2 sales of your ebook or your checklist or your guide or something. And then I say befriend those people because people won't, like everyone's like, oh, talk to your audience. And to be honest with you, most people are too busy to talk to you. Incentivize them. Say, I'll buy you a Starbucks if you'll get on a Zoom call with me. And I can say, why'd you buy my product? What else are you struggling with? I want to hear it in your language. What problem I solved for you? Get curious.
Yeah.
Slow down. These are not things you automate. These are things where you're listening. You do stuff at the beginning that you can't scale, but you're learning.
That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of moms listening. They're at the beginning stages of their entrepreneurial journey. And I like to talk about on my show the power of organic marketing to actually bring people to their thing, whether it's a service they're offering or a product. If you are talking to someone who's at the beginning stages, let's say they have something wonderful, but they don't know how to showcase it or bring people to actually see it. Like, what would you advise? Where would you advise they start? Like, would it be blogging or social media? Like, what is your take on that?
Okay, so I do feel like you need a space on the internet that is yours, that you own. So I definitely recommend you have a website or a blog or something that's like the center of the wheel. And then the spokes come off of that. So your social media comes off of that. Your products come off of this. But really, this is the spot that is your home base. Now, should you be blogging? Probably because it's a way that you can tell your story. It's a way that you can figure out what resonates with people. But really, I would say start with this. What problem do you solve? and go that way. Back in the day when we all started, we didn't really think in this way, or a mom starts a blog to show off her recipes or to show off her cleaning hacks or even her children. And then many bloggers backed into creating businesses. The way you do it going forward is think about what are you an expert in? But I say that you're an expert with a small e. You don't have to have a PhD. What do you know that I might not know that you can help me with? And then I want you to say, like, is this a problem that people have that I can solve for them? And I like to think about it this way. When you are identifying the problem you solve, I like to talk about it in terms of these 6 purchasing triggers, because I want everybody to be selling at least one digital product, if not many more, because monetizing via ads is not a lucrative way to think about monetizing your blog going forward, especially with AI, especially with how long that takes to get any traffic. Therefore, when you think about the problem you solve, here's how to think about marketing it and turning it from like this is nice to have into a must have solution. Can your product or what you solve make somebody money, save somebody money, save somebody time, move somebody away from pain, move somebody toward happiness, and or raise their social status? These are the things that trigger us. So when you say, well, here's the problem I solve, can you figure out a way to talk about it in terms of one of these 6 triggers? There are ways to talk about virtually anything in this way.
Hey mom, I just wanted to jump in here really quickly and just let you know, if you are struggling with your content strategy for your business, maybe you're not sure how to choose your niche, maybe you don't know how to come up with your content pillars, or maybe you need some SEO strategies for your blog or your website. If you're struggling in any area, then consider booking a coaching call with me. I can help you iron out all those details so you can just be ahead on your strategy and bring more people to your platform in a purposeful way. If that sounds of interest to you, there'll be a coaching application in the show notes. Fill it out. Let's see if we're a good fit for working together. All right, let's get back into this episode. I think that helps people to focus and to really figure out, okay, what problem am I trying to solve with what I can offer?
Then everything you create is targeted toward this. So a lot of bloggers would come to me and go, yeah, like I'm good at a lot of things. So I like recipes and I like organizing and I like travel. And I say, cool. However, if you want to be in business, you have to pick a lane. Now, if you don't care, and this is just like a fun thing for you, go write about all of those things. Go lean into all of those things. However, if you want to make money, then you need to be known for something. Unless you are Kim Kardashian or you're some sort of celebrity and you can dip your toe in a lot of different things, you have to earn the right to expand your niche. So therefore, pick a niche, stay in that niche, explore it from a whole host of angles, and make sure what you talk about fits in again to one of these buckets. That's the way you market it.
Yeah. Now, how hard do you think it is? Let's say someone, they pick their niche, they want to start a blog. I started 11 years ago blogging. So, we have some built-in authority just being online for so long and talking about our thing for so long. But someone just starting out, there's so much competition. There's AI, everyone's doing the same type of thing. Like, what would be your suggestion to that person just starting? They're newer, but they have a niche they've picked out. They have a product or service that they want to offer. Like, what would you say to them just starting a blog, for example?
Have opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Be a person, not just a blog. It used to be that the food bloggers exploded, especially during the pandemic as everyone was home. And a lot of food bloggers love taking photos of beautiful, beautiful food, love making food, but they like to hide behind their blogs. So I have a cute name like a cooking story, right? And maybe there'd be a small photo of me in the corner, but in reality, I didn't really want to be out there as, say, this is by the way like fake, but like as Patricia or whatever. And I'm saying, no, no, now you can no longer hide behind your blog because I can go to ChatGPT and get a chicken cacciatore recipe that maybe, and let's say, I don't know, have a weird diet thing. And guess what? It can personalize it and make it perfect. Why would I go to your food blog to get this recipe? The reason I would go to your food blog is because I connect with you. I've heard enough of your story to go, whoa, like maybe you've got 3 kids and I've got 3 kids. Maybe you live in the Pacific Northwest and I live in the Pacific Northwest. Maybe, who knows what, maybe you, I don't know, have different takes on things and it resonates with me. So I'm going to say you can no longer hide behind your content because content has become commoditized. What we do want is people. Like that somebody, so have opinions. I don't mean you have to have crazy political opinions that alienate like half of America. I'm not talking about that. But maybe you've got opinions on, I don't know, organic food. Like what are the best, like you're going to say, hey, if you want to buy organic, you should definitely, your bananas don't necessarily, this is just, I'm making this up, don't need to be organic, but your apples do. And here's why. Or maybe you have opinions. Let's say you're like a beauty influencer or something and you have opinions. Definitely share those opinions because people will resonate. Some people will be turned off by your opinions, and that's fine because those aren't your people. But you want the people who are drawn to you to go, whoa, she's cool. She's got like, I like her. That's like where what I would, so it could be, I don't know what your platform could be. I do recommend, again, have a blog, have a place, but is the answer to be writing blog posts? I don't know. Is it to be making YouTube videos? I don't know. Is it Instagram? What is it for you? Is it, I mean, I do recommend everybody start selling things, putting your, like, you just don't only create free content. But so in truth, I have become more platform agnostic than I'm going, you need to be blogging twice a week. It's now showing up where your people are. So if your people, I'm going live with a podcast episode this week on LinkedIn, right? And I don't know if you know this because I didn't really know this, but like if you're a blogger, hey, you should be on LinkedIn because those people who are interested in food or knitting or any kind of niche are actually on LinkedIn. They might be marketing executives, but they also have those interests and there's a really good opportunity to be on LinkedIn. So on one hand, I would say, like you might go, my people aren't on LinkedIn. And I'd go, well, be open and try. You're like, no, my people are on Instagram. Well, great. Be on Instagram. Also be trying other platforms. Try YouTube or LinkedIn or your blog or whatever and Pinterest and see. This is again back to that idea of experimenting, doing like very low effort experiments.
Yeah. I know when I started, I was on every platform and I was spread so thin. I didn't really get good at any platforms because I was on everything. Like, what would you say to that person experimenting? They're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they have a podcast, they have a blog, they're on all these things. And really their people could be on all of those places. Like, how would they narrow down and find out where they should be if their people technically could be on all of those platforms?
I would say a couple things. One, have your name on all of those platforms, but be active on like look and see if I'm on Instagram, are those people that are talking about what I'm talking about, are they on Instagram? Are they getting traction on Instagram? Okay, then my people are on Instagram. So I would, and do I like Instagram? Personally, I don't really like Instagram. I feel like I can never get it to work for me like I've wanted. I'm leaning into YouTube right now and really liking it. So it's kind of like you've got to be consistent. So find something that resonates with you and where your people are. And then maybe take a flyer and say, you know what, for 30 days, I'm going to post on LinkedIn. Not great, maybe you repurpose content and do experiments. So I'm with you, which is you'll kill yourself if you think you have to be everywhere. So you want to make smart bets. You want to go, I see that my people are here or here or here, so I will be there and I'll try something. And I have to kind of like the platform. And then I will try out some other platforms, one at a time.
Yeah, there's definitely an art to any platform you choose because I had a certain feeling about Instagram a while ago, but I just started getting more active on it. And now that I'm just kind of figuring out, I'm starting to like it. But I feel like whatever platform you choose and you like, you have to figure out how the algorithm works in your favor. And you do have to be consistent with it because it does take time to figure it out. And then, yes, you stick to that.
Like be on that platform active, like seeing what people are doing. Also watch YouTube videos on people having success on whatever platform it is so that you can kind of go, oh, you can learn the game of that platform because they are all different and they do reward different types of behavior. So thinking you're going to take your Instagram strategy and run that across different platforms, like, no, they're all slightly different.
Right. I want to get in quickly with MiloTree and how you started that business and take us through that process.
Sure. So again, we built it initially with our pop-up app for ourselves and then rolled it out for other bloggers and creators. During the pandemic, I had a coaching group because I was lonely and I started to see bloggers and content creators who had these big audiences but didn't know how to monetize them. And the reason was because technology was tricky, and technology, just for all you out there who say this, technology hates me. I promise you, every single person feels that way. So you are not alone. So the problem we solve is we make technology easy. If you hate technology, go to MiloTree and sign up for our free plan and start selling products. Start using it because that is where we saw a problem that we could solve. So we enable creators to sell with ease. Sell that ebook, go experiment, we help you grow your email list by offering freebies and tripwires, if you know what that is, and upsells. And we give you all of those tools with ease. So that's really how we think about it. And you can add a social media pop-up to your blog to grow your social media followers. We do these basic things to help bloggers monetize. So back to the 6 purchasing triggers. I help you make money and I help you save money because it's not expensive versus like all these other platforms. I save you time and I move you toward happiness. So check it out. MiloTree, it's named after our favorite tree in Hawaii because that's our happy place. And go play around. Go try it.
Products only or services as well? Can they
sell services as well?
Okay.
Absolutely. Anything digital. So no physical products, anything you could provide digitally, you could sell with MiloTree.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jillian, for being here. This was great. Now, where can people find you if they want to know more about you or just the services and your businesses and just everything?
Sure. Okay. So we are MiloTree. Go check me out on YouTube. Email me any questions at Jillian@milotree.com. Again, MiloTree.com. Check me out on Instagram at MiloTree. Just DM me there. And I have a podcast called the Blogger Genius Podcast that you can find everywhere.
Thanks so much for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, would you do me a favor and share this with another mom who could also use this? As you know, my platform is meant to be a blessing to mothers, so any support from you would be so appreciated. Until next time.